recap what we did in the previous hour, we started learning the lead parts called Just My Broom. So originally I thought it was just Elmore James, but it's also by the original blues guitarist that sold his soul to the devil in exchange for lead guitar playing, Robert Johnson. So he's like the original My Soul to the Devil story for amazing guitar skills. He actually co-wrote this song and it was made more popular by ZZ Top. The reason I picked it out is because of the really cool riff that went through in the first session, but now we're going to take a look at that 12-bar cycle. So we've got 4 lots of D, then we've got the 2 lots of G, back to the 2 lots of D, and we've got an A, we've got a G, we've got a D, and we've got an A. So what we want to try and experiment with is our blues shuffle rhythm. The D, I would recommend you play at string 5. I'm just going to write A5. D equals A string fret 5. The G equals E string fret 3. And the A equals E string fret 5. So what does that mean at a basic level? We're just going to take a power chord, go to fret number 5 on the A string and just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, back to D. And the A, and the G, and the D, A. So that's just taking a really simple power chord and putting it through that progression. You could even do it with the open chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, D, and the A. So the G. Back to D. Then the A and the G. Back to D. Go around the cycle again and again. Now what we want to work towards is the shuffle blues, so that really stretchy shape we worked on last week, Phil. And Melissa, as soon as I play this, you're going to know this sound straight away. Whether we can do it right away is going to be something to work towards. But the power chord, if I'm going fret 5 with my first finger, fret 7 with my third finger, my pinky finger is going to come across and do the 9th fret. So I should have 5, 7, 9. And I go like this. I'm sure you've heard this sort of sound. At least anyone who's listening to blues has heard this. And the A, and the G, back to D. And you go around the cycle. The last little thing that we may include is, if you remember the turnaround from the previous hour, you can do that over this period here. So you get your A and your G. At the end of that cycle. So there's a lot I just went over there. I'll come around individually and assess where you're up to in terms of the different comping styles and where you want to go from here and how we can make it a bit more interesting. The basic level is just to do open chords. Take your D chord, your G chord, your A chord, play it with that shuffle feel and go around the cycle as many times as you can. Level 2 is to try it with power chords. Level 3 is to try it with, we'll call those the 6th shuffle chords. So as you're going from the D5 to D6, 5, 6, 5, 6, in terms of the scale there. So if you have any questions, are there any before I come around individually? All right, let's put that into practice over the D. If you get stuck, let me know. If you need more help, let me know. All right, guys, so just get you to listen for a moment. So we've been doing these power chords the whole way through, or maybe we've been doing the 7th shuffle chords. So I'm going to show you how you put that turnaround idea over the last 2 bars here. So that's 5 on the 5th string, which happens to be the D. So the first beat of the bar, the first crotchet, goes towards just playing the chord, or at least the root note of that chord. Then we drop down to string number 6 and go 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 6, 5 as a single line with the chords on top. So if I just play that part, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with the chord. That's finishing on the A7 chord, that A chord there, that also pushes back to the start. So when I do this A chord and G chord here, that's where I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back into the side. If I do it with the shuffle chords, if you do the one that's written in the handout there, that's the idea that's written in the turnaround. But because it's a blues song, you can put whatever you want over the top, provided it matches one of those blues rules. Whether it's the ZZ Top one, the Elmore James one, the Robert Johnson one, they're all just taking different ideas and implementing it because it's a 12-bar blues, and as long as it fits the blues formula, it'll work. Are there any questions about that turnaround? If you're comfortable doing the 12-bar cycle just as the chords, try and add this over those last two lines. So instead of the last D, the last A, you do this line in place of that. This occurs over the D, this occurs over the A. If you're comfortable with that, let me know and we'll move you up to the other thing. If you just need to work on the chords for a bit longer, work on the chords for a bit longer. The main thing, and Melissa, for you who's never played a blues before, the important thing about this is if you learn one blues formula, and as Frank would have taken you on Saturday, how, if you go from one key to the other key, the number pattern's the same. Every blues song follows this pattern: 1, 4, and 5. One chord, 2 lots of 4, 2 lots of 1, 5, 4, 1, 5. 95% of songs will be using that within the blues genre. Sometimes you might make a change here or a few other little things. So there are things we can tweak, but if you get this formula down and then we do it in a different key and you see the pattern, then you can just move things around. It'll get very easy once that penny drops, even though it can be quite a long. Let's have about 5 more minutes doing that, and then we'll go into some lead guitar and some soloing improvisation over this form. Cool. All right, guys, we'll get you listen up. Let's move on to some lead guitar now. So this is our minor pentatonic shape, and that's what the main lick is coming from. This da 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 on that D note there. Have you seen this diagram before, Melissa?
No.
So normally it goes 5, 8, 5, 7. We're just starting at fret number 10 on the 6th string. Our pinky's going to line up with the 13th fret, and our third finger should line up with the 12. So we've got 12, 13, 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13. So I'll just play the cycle a couple of times, and I'll just, John, can you just play me the 12 bar again? I'll just give you an example of what you guys should do just to get familiar with the scale. 1, 2, 3, go. So just play through that scale and listen to how the notes sound. Feeling adventurous? Improvise with it. Thank you. So just get familiar with that scale. I'll come and give you a few more pointers after we get it under our fingers. But it's just your first finger does 10 across literally every string, and either your pinky's doing 13 and your third finger's doing 12. Is that making sense? Now, for you, John, what I want you to do is visualize the major pentatonic scale down there in G, or even up here. Does that make sense then? Have you got to get 5 shapes? So this pattern. So make that G or make that A. And that will give you this little box with that hammer-on note there in between them.
Oh, I have seen those shapes before.
So I'll just play some chords for you, and you just move around on top.
Is there an extra? Should I move next to him? There.
We're down to 1. Give me this.
You're going to cut all that out of your video.
Yeah, I'm going to cut out a lot.
So I have to turn something on.
Funny story behind that guitar. See how we've got this little white knob thing here? When I was in Japan, it was like the first show of the tour. And basically that switch, when I'm doing rhythm guitar, if I'm playing the chords and the melodies, I'll flick it back to this position. So I'll do it where it happens to be. We do all the scary music back then. Pulling faces, things like that. And when it comes time to solo, I flick that switch to there and go into a lick. And on the very first note, the very first solo, the first song, the first show, I've done the flick, and the cap came off and just flew into the audience. So all these people like jumping, trying to grab it. And I was going, oh no. So it's just basically a bit of exposed metal.
Yeah.
That looks like this. It's like just a little toggle switch like that, a little hole in it. And it's almost like it's sharpened like a butcher's razor like that. So every time I went to change solo, I've gone like flick like that. Instead of being a nice little bit of plastic, I just had like these 2 gashes here in the first show, and I had to put duct tape, like electrical tape over my finger for the next show.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to find that part in guitar shops in Japan, and no one had a part for it.
And then you just give up.
And I got back to Melbourne, and my friend's like, oh, I've got a white one, not a black one, so now it's got a white one.
On this thing?
Yeah, that little thing. So that came off, it was just like an exposed piece of metal. Just because we were talking about Japan before. Yeah, I wasn't good, because I just do these, train yourself not even look, just do like a little flip like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just cut me off.
Every time.
Yeah, watch. So then the second show, you're like,
Fair enough.
Good job, guys. So that's just the scale. And of course, you want to learn some licks and different ways of playing that around and making melodies out of it. But I want to challenge you right now. I think we might just quickly swap guitars for this. John, will just get you to play the chords for me? So I'm just going to play a melody. I want you guys to try and guess it, because the biggest thing here is going, oh no, I've got to play the notes. I'm going to be so focused on playing the notes right, that I don't worry about how I play them or how I phrase. So, because you're thinking about getting the notes right, you're just going. Ad infinitum. We're not doing anything like. All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you a really, really easy way to come up with melodies by just limiting yourself to certain things. So 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you. Is that familiar to anyone? Oh, you're listening to her. No, you're listening to me. Let's do a take 2.
I was like, that sounds really good.
She's the backup. Yeah. Let's try it again. I'll try and do something similar when I play. 1, 2, 3, go. That sound familiar to anyone? I'm not doing the full cycle, by the way. Well, I use this scale. It was happy birthday. Have another listen. Don't you just everyone listen around?
Yeah.
In terms of the melody, it doesn't match. Maybe I went high when the melody went high, but I wasn't going. So I didn't play the melody exactly the same, but I took the rhythm. Everyone just clap the rhythm to Happy Birthday. 1, 2, 3. Approximation of that depending on where you slow down or speed up or blow candles coming. So I just took that rhythm. Now, if you didn't have that in your head, it's going to give you a nice solid rhythmic foundation. Granted that that's an 8-bar melody over a 12-bar cycle. We ended up a little bit out, which is why I kept cutting you short. But something like that's a really, really easy way to give yourself a rhythm to follow without having to think too much about it. So let's just go around the circle. I'll say limit yourself. Don't worry about string 6 or 5. Just from the 4th string up, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13. Have a go at playing the rhythm of Happy Birthday. In your head, sing Happy Birthday. But whatever notes come out, come out. The melody's not going to be exactly the same, but it's going to be close enough. Does that make sense? Let's make you do it first, John, just as a little bit of a demo. You guys get a bit more thinking time and we can go from there. 1, 2, 3, go. notes in there? No bad notes. Did it sound like happy birthday? Went in and out of it. Now, if I didn't tell you anything about happy birthday, you wouldn't have a preconceived idea in your head, and neither would the audience. Maybe someone will be clever enough to go, hang on, something's going on here, like you picked it out just from the rhythm. But this is where the more songs you know, the more melodies in your head, the more inspiration you can draw. I remember Battle of the Bands in high school, so I must have been like year 9 or year 10 or something. The band that won it were playing Johnny Be Good, and then for the guitar solo, he actually played like the Waltzing Matilda melody over the top of it with a bit of that, but you could tell it was Waltzing Matilda, and it was absolutely brilliant. So you can draw inspiration from other things, and this is another little trick where you can take a different melody or a different idea. So I might get you to play a rhythm, and Melissa will get you to have a go. All you got to do is the rhythm in your head. Don't worry too much about whether the notes are good or not, and then Phil will give you a go at doing it as well.
And Phil go first.
All right, Phil can go first. Turn up, Phil, so we can hear you. You plugged in?
Yep.
Yep. What about on the guitar? As in roll the volume up on your guitar.
That doesn't sound like it's plugged in.
Just give it a strum. There we go. And don't feel like you have to come in straight away, Phil. You start when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice. The part where you pop out the cake. Do guitar solo.
Yeah.
Was that all four girls?
Yeah, that was great.
It's great. That was awesome.
Very
I'm
good.
sending the video back to your solo after this.
I'll show you all four.
Yeah. Hold my beer.
Yeah. You reckon that's all? Here we go.
Alright. Get your rhythm cues again, John. 1, 2, 3, go.
How do you have that goes? This?
The one which is missing a note. That's another story.
This?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I don't know how it goes.
Excellent. So that was all. Because of this, that actually happens in the Happy Birthday song. So that makes it kind of sound familiar. It's a different pattern. This is a minor pentatonic. We've got 2 less notes than what we need to play that scale, and we're also drawing from the minor rather than the major. So at certain points you'll set it up, then when you do that one, it breaks away from your own expectation of Happy Birthday. So if you're going, hang on, this sounds really wrong or really weird, in the context of, are you playing Happy Birthday? Yes, you will, because you're doing completely different notes. But in the context of, if you recorded a rhythm guitar and a lead guitar, and in your head you heard Happy Birthday, it would sound terrible to you. But then you go back and listen to it in only the context of the blues or the rhythm, you're not going to hear Happy Birthday, you're going to hear whatever you create, and it will actually sound good. So that's why we're being a bit hard on ourselves, because if in your head you're going Happy Birthday, you're not going to hear that. You're going to be let down on an expectation. But if you listen to it in the context of the blues, or an audience member hears it without knowing you're doing happy birthday, it's going to create a different kind of feeling. Is this making sense? So try it this week. Happy birthday is a nice, easy one. You can do anything. It could be like hot cross buns. Why don't we give you a go? Do you know hot cross buns? It goes hot cross buns, hot cross buns. One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. That's the rhythm. Crotch it, you know. Crotch it, you know. So if I do a 12-bar cycle and you just take that rhythm, let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. I won't do a shuffle rhythm. I'll just do a you do a solo, you do a lead, and I'll just play you a straight up blues. I won't shuffle it as much because it's not really a song. 1, 2, 3, go. Back to the rhythm. Bum, bum, bum. Could you hear cross buns in there at times?
Oh, it's just kind of cool.
It sounded cool.
Yeah.
I know you were semi-improvising the rhythm there and adding extra things in there. That's all part of the fun. So the reason I picked out nursery rhymes is because you know them really well. You can probably, even if I just clap the rhythm, you'd probably identify certain ones. Can anyone guess this one?
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. You can play that over a 12-bar blues. No one will be the wiser. So give it a go at home this week. If you can get it back in track to this song or a blues and then try those ideas out, record yourself doing it, then listen back. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Are there any questions about anything we covered? All right, come up with your own nursery rhymes. All right, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night.